everybody today. Today we're jumping into Lucifer. This is season 4, episode 3. Ooh, I like that. This obviously you guys see me pushing out Lucifer. It's not happened once every 4 years, because this season so far is top tier. I'm loving the character change. Like, I know the characters are obviously the same, but something about them is different for me. The production is on point. Netflix is giving us what we need. You guys did correct me that Lucifer what is his name? What's his real name? Do I have it up here? Tom Ellis. That you guys let me know that Tom Ellis, his body was actually, he worked hard for it, honey. And so he was giving us that body, honey. I actually thought, because listen, as an actor myself, I know I'm cute or whatever, but like when you go on film, especially if you're doing a movie, I've been on Broadway shows, and I've been in commercials, or TV, I should say. It's a whole different set doing stuff on TV than on a play. They cake you up, they batter you up, they line you up, honey. You be looking like somebody completely different. Then when you wash off the paint and you wash off everything that they give you, and then the lighting and everything, it's just a whole production, y'all. So when I thought that Tom Ellis's body was like production, you guys came from, you said, no, Andres, that's his body. And so I must reply, ooh, how you doing? So shout out to Tom Ellis. Tom Ellis, I am still single in the year 2023. I'm available if you guys need me for anything. Clock that T. I'm ready to jump right into this. Chloe is giving me this. Who is the father, honey? So Chloe has snapped out of trying to I guess subdue Lucifer to this priest guy. And now the priest, after she said, no, priest, I shall not go, the priest now switched sides and is going to Lucifer and about to tell Lucifer something. Now, something about Lucifer's track record lets me know that the vast majority of this season, Lucifer isn't going to be as quickly as to figure things out as Chloe. That's my personal opinion. In the other seasons, it took Lucifer a hot toddy minute, right, guys? So I don't know if he does, out of 2 more episodes, he's like, wait, Chloe is not what the priest said, or maybe the priest is correct. Maybe the priest knows. How does the priest know so much about Chloe and Lucifer? I know that they're following. ADD is real, guys, and this is happening right in front of your eyes. So jot this down. But how does he know? I know he's following Lucifer, but depending on what he says about Chloe, that'd be kind of creep. Like, sir, you are the creep of all Creepville, and I want to know why you know so much. Father, don't you got a church to run? Don't you got mass to serve? Don't you got holy communions to communion? Don't you got a confession to confess? I don't understand what he's doing. But anyways, I'm ready to jump into this. We are already at the 3-minute mark, guys. So let's jump into this. A wonderful show. Thank you to all of the subscribers and to the people that are commenting. If you're not already subscribed, to the subscribe button. The link down below, guys. You guys could add me on Instagram. You guys could add me onto Discord. Where if you guys are add me onto Discord, we can talk about Lucifer. It has its own forum. So go join me over there. And on Twitter as well, I have the link. Add me onto Twitter, guys, and share my videos. Hair flip, please like the video, please comment. This is the begging portion of the reaction, if you couldn't tell. Don't fast forward, but I'm ready to jump right into this. This will be a full reaction for my entire platform. Am I doing that? I think so, right? My entire platform for this YouTube platform that will always help copyright my as well as my other platform, Patreon. So once again, guys, I'd rather you guys join me over there on the Patreon side, where the links never disappear and YouTube doesn't always take the majority of whatever you guys are giving to the content creators. YouTube is taking about 40% or more, I believe, allegedly, save myself, away from us. So join me over there on the Patreon side, where you guys can see all the links to all of my Lucifer reactions. But if you want to join me here on the YouTube platform, you are more than welcome to, guys. You'll get a little badge, and I love that for you. Also, guys, we are doing a live on June 23rd. I lied. June 24th at 12 p.m., I believe. I'm believing it. So please join me on June 24th, which is a Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have a live celebration, Q&A, drinks, music, popping, discussions about TV shows, news on celebrity news on TV and movies, etc., etc., etc. So join me over there. Now, anyways, without further ado, let's jump to Lucifer and find out exactly what Lucifer has got to give. Hey, Luce.
Forgive me, Father, for not offering you a drink.
I do apologize for the intrusion, Mr. Morningstar. You see, I'm not a normal priest. I'm an investigator. Spent the last 40 years traveling the globe in pursuit of the demonic. I also know that evil walks the earth, and that you, Mr. Morningstar, are not it.
If I'm not the devil, then why are you here?
Miss Decker believes that you are, masquerading as a nightclub owner, revealed himself to her.
As my therapist would say, I know, so LA. Talking about your issues was the first step in dealing with them. That's everything, Father. You can be on your merry way.
Bye,
Because
Father.
the reason that she came to Rome was to send the devil back to hell.
He's lying.
Whatever she went through, whatever drove her to Rome, took her to her very core. Need to be careful, Mr. Morningstar. God knows what she has planned for you.
Hey, Chloe.
He's so cheery about Decker.
What?
Nursing a bad one all day. Went a little nutso in all the margaritas yesterday.
Did you swap out the sacramental wine?
I skipped church yesterday. Me and the big guy are on a bit of a break.
Got clarity on a very similar issue.
Enough! Stop calling me!
Dan, it could be important.
Be my guest.
Dan's phone?
Lucifer's been posting these all over the precinct.
I know you and Lucifer have had your issues lately.
You know what? I'm sick and tired of everybody making excuses for him. He's a bad guy.
He's a good guy.
He, in his own way.
Whatever.
Pretty sure that my issues are much bigger than yours, trust me.
Strangest thing just happened.
Linda's pregnant.
Sure as yours.
Lucy, Linda's not like that.
A celestial impregnating a human. How's that even possible?
You think Linda's an angel in disguise, don't you? I've been wondering the same thing.
When you lost your wings, you became as mortal as it gets.
Probably makes more sense.
He does.
I mean, don't you see? I'm gonna be a father.
Couldn't do any worse than our father, because ours was literally never there.
I sent you that text about rescheduling our date.
Being a little parched, and my flask has apparently disappeared.
Maybe it's best if you don't drink so much.
I can't get drunk on normal human amounts of alcohol. I only drink because I like the taste.
People that you can change is...
Here it is.
Susan Ochoa, 29, a bona fide rocket scientist. A good old knife in the back.
Bit on the nerves.
It's always the ones you least suspect, the ones you trust the most. Wham! In my case, it was tequila.
You know anyone who would have wanted to hurt Susan, Mr. Rivas?
Who does she trust the most?
Supposed to pick me up from the airport. When she didn't show, I came here.
And how do you know her?
We were in a gang. No sexist. So I help people like Susan get out and get clean.
She was a drug addict?
Judging. I love drugs. In fact, do you think she might have any lying around?
She moved here, went to school, made an amazing life for herself. Promised me you would punish the son of a bitch that did this.
Oh, I want to talk to anyone about, you know, me being the devil. You haven't told anyone about me.
No.
Sometimes I catch her looking at me like she knows she's one. She's a sociopath. Children are all sociopath. I'm in the middle of my session here.
Is with child. So,
I'd rather not talk about the pregnancy at work, if you don't mind.
what do you do when someone has betrayed you?
What did she do?
I caught her in a lie. Oh, and she may be plotting to send me back to hell.
How do you know this?
A complete stranger told me. Well, she's lied once, wants to stop her from lying again.
Maybe a very reasonable explanation for Chloe's behavior. An accusation of betrayal is a bell that can't be unrung.
Right.
I find it pretty pathetic.
That's a little dark, don't you think?
I mean, I turned her life around just to get shot and killed for no reason at all.
You mean stabbed? I really miss Charlotte, too.
Charlotte.
Don't start, Ella, with the whole it's all part of his grand plan, mysterious ways crap.
Wasn't gonna say any of that.
Could have fooled me. But no, I didn't.
No, you're right. Practice what you preach. I'm not sure what I'm preaching.
And
Flowers found at the crime scene. One of which sold the bouquet the night of the murder.
Do we know who bought them?
There's Brody.
Oh.
Susan Ochoa's boss.
Your relentless onslaught of small penis jokes in 3, 2, because he's compensating.
There's guilt, I mean.
Oh, I thought, maybe you and Anders are similar. Rich, have you ever considered donating any of your vast fortune to charity? Hard to believe a guy so dedicated to saving the world would murder his own employee.
Right.
Betrayal comes from ones we expect the least, doesn't it, Detective?
Killed? Who?
Susan Ochoa.
I don't even know who that is, so.
We know about the flowers. They tracked back to you.
Invited you into my home. And life. And you betrayed her. I betrayed Susan. What do you think? Another word without my lawyers.
True that humans spawn erupt from their mother's bodies in a ceremony of blood and pain. Your sex holes are never going back to normal.
Okay, Maze. I have time to have all of your questions answered by someone else.
Using this hour attached to one of those milking devices. We hooked this guy up to it once.
Okay, goodbye, Maze.
Who knows? Maybe next time we try to get him to confess in a less violent way. Try and get him to confess more specifically. I betrayed her can mean a lot of things.
You're right, maybe we should brainstorm a list of betrayals. You start.
Anders Brody didn't kill Susan Ochoa. The real killer just struck again. 27, apprentice mechanic, lived in the back of the shop. 2s that were removed. And
Sex is gang tats.
Oh my God.
goes to night school, gets his mechanic certification, and he's been clean ever since.
Just trying to clean up his life, like Susan Ochoa.
Maybe it's someone from their past. But what's the motive?
Lawyers, and without airtight warrants or full SWAT backup.
Call the judge, get a warrant. That might take a couple days. There's nothing we can do until we get a warrant.
Now, you said you betrayed Susan, so if you didn't kill her, what did you do? What did you desire?
I wanted forgiveness. One day I came upon Susan as she was talking to some at-risk youth group. Imagine the PR crisis. Head of safety protocols, a drug addict.
You punished her for her former life.
And she passed every single drug test, including the one last week.
So you went over to apologize.
But when I got there, it was too late. I was wrong.
Oh.
Never said that before.
Oh,
You're free to go.
bye, really hot guy.
Thanks.
Whatever it takes to get answers, Detective.
Well, I thought that maybe we could meet up later. Not exactly a date, but maybe something better.
What are you doing here?
I brought you some things.
That's so nice of you, but I don't need anything.
And he seems to know the most about babies. Shows the baby that all animals poop.
It's very kind of you, and I appreciate the gesture. I really do. Told you you were the father because you deserved to know. The truth is, I'm used to doing things on my own. A ton of paperwork to do before my next client, so.
Right.
Really?
Not one I would have chosen, but you are the closest person to a baby I know. Relax, Dan. These knives aren't for Trixie. They're for a baby.
So who pissed into your Cheerios?
You're even grumpier than usual.
We gotta wait for a judge to give us a stupid warrant.
Says who?
Mr. Morningstar, thank you for reaching out. Did you do something?
No. And she never will. If she's planning anything, it's an apology.
You noticed her carrying a vial. An ornate thing. It's about the size of a plum. Trap the devil in hell for all eternity.
A ceremony to banish the devil to hell, that is priceless.
Ceremony involves giving the subject a sacramental liquid, sedate the devil. Something that would kill a normal man. I hope beyond hope that I am wrong. You need to be careful.
Well, consider me warned.
Is that the man? Not a man, Your Excellency. The prophecy is real.
Your Excellency. He's higher than him.
Be painful for you, but I think ultimately you'll see it's a good thing.
What's up, fellas? Close Access headquarters. So-called brain trust of your transnational drug operation. Susan
Who's at the
Ochoa
door?
and David Ramirez were murdered. So I need to talk to the guy or the girl who's in charge. Which one of you losers is in charge? I guess I'm just gonna have to press the issue, right? Can you please tell me everything you know about the murders?
What on? Crazy pig arms. Respeto. Gonna do with your body. Mátalo!
Got a little close there, don't you think?
My timing is perfect.
Oh my God. Machete?
Watching people trip and fall is fun. This not fun. Just what exactly is it you'd like me to change?
Listen, okay, if you'd like to leave, we can leave.
The only thing I know to be true is that you've been lying to me. Show me your purse.
My purse? Why?
Show it to me. What's this?
No, don't!
Why are you lying, girl?
What you think?
Isn't it?
No.
Where the killer is.
What?
And he's about to skip town.
Hey, Dan. Susan Ochoa's drug counselor. We talked to him at the scene.
The dark side's vulnerable, and then he just stabbed them in the back.
Why?
That's the $1,000,000 question. How could you just murder them?
They did what needed to be done.
Said the darkest truths, and you just betray them? Careful, or I'll show you the real me.
Oh, yes. Do it. They could change, but they couldn't. What are you going to do? Come on, Lucifer. Show us who you really are.
You want me to punish you? Why?
I failed. May God forgive me.
Felt so good, you know? Just to let loose, not have to follow the rules for a change.
Anytime you want to beat someone up, anytime, you call me.
But I can't wait to do it again.
Oh, Dan is back. Darker Dan will get you real far.
That does it. I'll never be able to eat beef kebabs ever again.
What's the house?
I don't know. See if we have that yet.
What's it in the mirror?
Man.
Something else was happening here. Something strange. I could have sworn that he said, show us your face.
Unless it's a two-way mirror. You're never gonna believe who owns the house.
Catholic Church.
Kinley arranged all of this to get to you. I know a lot of this is my fault, but you need to trust me right now.
Oh, just who exactly am I in danger from?
That man killed 2 people, Ben himself, and you knew? It would have been worth it if Lucifer had shown his true face. Chloe told me that he likes to make every case about himself, and I set it up perfectly.
It's better than you give him credit for. You worked at the same parish in El Salvador as Oscar Rivas. You had Rivas kill 2 innocent people to battle evil.
To reveal his true form, to show the church, finally, the truth.
The Vatican doesn't know about this, do they?
Together, you and I can convince them. Together we can save them. Oscar is dead, and I have done nothing wrong myself. You have no proof.
We'll find it, and I won't stop until there's enough to put you away.
I'll testify. Anything you need.
What are you doing here?
Linda, you don't have to do this alone.
Right, Linda.
Will you marry me?
Oh my God.
No. What you're doing is amazing. But what you're doing here, it's for the wrong reasons. I think I just need someone to hold my hand and tell me everything's gonna be okay.
Everything is gonna be okay.
Arrested Father Kinley, so you don't have to worry about him coming after you anymore. After I saw you, saw your face, I had to get away. Kinley found me, and obviously I shouldn't have confided in him.
You said you found him.
He's lying. For a moment, I was helping him try to send you back to hell. You are the actual devil. You are the embodiment of evil. And I saw you. I really saw you. And I realized, Lucifer, you're not that guy.
What if I am that guy? Could you accept me like this?
I'm trying.
But could you? Then I have my answer.
Did you change your mind? Are you here to get me out?
I am here to take your confession.
Trying to save lives. To stop the prophecy. The devil is walking the earth.
His Holiness has issued an order. You've been excommunicated.
I've pushed him and Chloe Decker apart. Maybe that will be enough to stop the prophecy.
What makes you so sure Chloe Decker is even his first love? I'll be praying for you. Will you?
Of course she is.
I'm so tired.
Who else could it be?
I've been attempted. So many options.
It's a song. Where's the cherry? Well. Ooh, I like that. This is a episode was very good. So the father is arrested, so I'm not really sure where we're gonna go from here since the father is now arrested. Like, what's going to happen? Is he going to get bailed out? It obviously seems like the church was not with what the father was doing. They had no idea what was going on. What I really liked about this episode was, I thought we were gonna drag out everything with like Lucifer's feelings, how he was going, what he was going through, then him being mad at Chloe. Like, I was expecting, I'm still on how Fox handled the show, right? And although a lot of people did, like, I did like how Lucifer was with Fox, not bashing it. But this is just like, pick up the pace, keep it moving. It's not slowing down. I am here for it. I would rate this a 9.5. It's strong. This was a very good episode. And I'm just like excited to see more. I don't know what else to say. Like, it was good. I liked everything about it. There's nothing negative I could say about this show, about this episode, about this season so far. And now I'm just kind of curious on what's going to happen with Father King, whatever the hell his name is. Like, what is he going to do? I'm sure we're not done with his storyline. And now Chloe and Lucifer are kind of like at odds per usual, as I thought. And I have to say one thing. One thing that stole the show was definitely Maze's hair. Shout out to Maze. The only thing I could say is that could probably irritate me is Dan. And yes, I understand that Dan lost Charlotte. I get it, I understand it. But I feel like he's gotta bother me. But hopefully, now that we're kind of getting Dan, you know, Dan, the corrupt Dan, we're getting him back. Say hello to corruption. Maybe I will start being like, okay, Dan, you're fine. But like the whole like whining thing, Dan, I understand the storyline. I understand him missing Charlotte. I understand what he's going through. Everybody deals with pain and loss differently. I just don't want to watch it. So hopefully we will be seeing Dan and Maze teaming up, because their little about 5 minutes or so together really did make me happy. I loved seeing Maze being Maze. So once again, I would rate this a 9.5. I'm very excited for another episode. So guys, please like the video, please share the video, don't forget to comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time with more Lucifer.